know the scenario. It's a Tuesday night. Everything is calm. Everything is peaceful. You're having a great day, a great week, and then, out of the clear blue sky, it happens. She starts a fight, a chaotic, emotional storm over something completely, utterly insignificant. The dishes. A comment you made 3 days ago that you've already forgotten. The way you looked at your phone for half a second too long, and suddenly you are in the middle of a swirling vortex of chaos, feeling attacked, confused, and frustrated. Your logical, problem-solving male brain kicks into overdrive. You try to argue the facts of the situation. You get defensive. You get angry. You think she's being irrational. You think she's being crazy. You think she's trying to destroy the peace and harmony of the relationship. But what if I told you that you are missing the entire fundamental point? What if her creating this drama, this chaos, has almost nothing to do with the issue at hand? What if it is her twisted, subconscious, and deeply primal way of trying to connect with you? Today, we are not just talking about arguments. We are decoding the hidden psychological warfare of relationship drama. I will reveal the 3 core unspoken reasons why women often create drama as a misguided, desperate bid for connection, and how the man who understands this profound secret can skillfully turn her chaos into deep, unwavering, almost addictive attraction. And pay close attention, because the 3rd reason is the most primal, the most powerful, and the most misunderstood of them all. This is the truth behind her madness. Now, the first thing you must burn into your mind is that when she initiates this kind of drama, you are not, I repeat, not in a logical debate. You are in an emotional test. The fatal, catastrophic mistake that 99% of men make is that they desperately try to respond logically to a powerful emotional stimulus. You argue the facts, but I did do the dishes this morning, see, they're clean. You get defensive. Why are you always attacking me for no reason? Or you get angry and you meet her emotional chaos with your own chaotic reactive anger. In all of these predictable cases, you have failed. Spectacularly, you have poured gasoline on the fire. Why? Because by engaging the surface-level topic, you have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that you do not understand the unspoken emotional language she is actually speaking. You are playing checkers while she is playing 4D emotional chess. You have reacted to the superficial bait, and you have completely, utterly missed the deeper, underlying need. The man who understands the true need behind the drama is the man who wins not just the argument, but her undying respect and her heart. So what is the real unspoken purpose of her seemingly irrational drama? It is a subconscious, high-stakes emotional resonance and strength test. To many women, on a deep, primal level, a relationship that is perpetually calm, peaceful, logical, and devoid of emotional tension can, over time, start to feel emotionally flat. It can feel like a dead connection, a flat line on the heart monitor. Her drama, her chaos, her seemingly irrational outburst is a desperate, misguided, often subconscious attempt to put the defibrillator paddles on the relationship's chest and yell, "Clear!" She is desperately trying to get a spike on the heart monitor. She needs to feel something, anything, to know the connection is still alive. She is not testing the logic of your argument about the dishes. She is testing 2 far more important, more primal things. The strength of your emotional frame. Is he a rock who can withstand my emotional storms without breaking, or is he a flimsy leaf who will be swept away by my chaos? The depth of your emotional engagement. Is he engaged enough? Does he care enough to fight for this connection, or is he a passive, disconnected roommate? Her drama is, in its most raw form, a test for a pulse. Your pulse. The relationship's pulse. Motive number 1. To test your unshakable frame, the rock versus sand test. The psychology. This is the most primal, most fundamental test of all. Her emotional storm is a hurricane. Her subconscious, her ancient wiring needs to know with absolute certainty. Are you a sturdy, unshakable lighthouse, a solid rock that can withstand the storm and keep her safe? Or are you a flimsy, poorly constructed shack that will be torn to pieces by the first strong wind? She needs to feel the unshakable strength of your masculine frame, to feel psychologically and emotionally safe with you. The common mistake men make: they become emotional themselves. They yell back. They get defensive. They get anxious. They crumble. They become just as chaotic as she is, thereby proving that they are not the rock she so desperately needs, but just another boat being tossed around in her storm. The high-value power move. You remain calm, unperturbed, centered, almost amused by the chaos. You are the eye of the storm. You listen to her emotional outburst without absorbing it into your own being. Your calm, unwavering, non-reactive presence in the face of her chaos is the most powerful, most attractive response imaginable. It passes her test with flying colors and makes her respect and desire you on a deep, primal level. You are the mountain. Motive number 2, a craving for emotional intensity. She's starved for a spark. The psychology: some women, especially those with a more feminine emotional core, are emotional adrenaline junkies. A stable, predictable, logical relationship, while comfortable and safe, can begin to feel boring, stagnant, and emotionally dead to them over time. They crave the highs and lows, the tension, the polarity, creating a conflict, and the subsequent passionate making up provides a powerful, addictive jolt of emotional intensity that makes them feel vibrantly alive and deeply connected to you. The common mistake men make: they strive to create a perpetually peaceful, logical, conflict-free relationship, believing this is the ideal. In doing so, they often inadvertently starve her of the emotional spikes, the tension, the polarity that she craves, which then forces her to subconsciously manufacture negative ones just to feel something. The high-value power move. You must be the source of positive emotional spikes, so she doesn't feel the need to create negative ones. Lead her on exciting, adventurous dates. Use playful teasing and witty, challenging banter. Create palpable sexual tension. Be an exciting, unpredictable, mysterious man in a positive, intriguing way. If you consistently provide enough thrilling highs on the emotional roller coaster, she will have no need to create a dramatic, manufactured low. Motive number 3. A misguided bid for connection. She wants to fight with you. The psychology. This is the most profound, most sophisticated, and most tragically misunderstood reason of all. She often doesn't have the emotional vocabulary or the courage to say, "I feel distant from you. I feel disconnected. I need to feel your presence, your strength. I need to know we're still a team." So instead, she subconsciously creates a problem, the fight over the dishes, that the two of you must now face together. Even if the perceived problem is you, the very act of engaging in an intense, emotional back and forth makes her feel seen, heard, and powerfully connected to you. The fight itself, paradoxically, becomes the shared, intimate experience she was craving. The common mistake men make: they see the fight as a competition, her versus me. They engage the trivial, surface-level topic of the fight, not the deep, underlying, unspoken need for connection. They try to win the argument, thereby losing the relationship. The high-value power move. You must recognize the drama for what it is: a clumsy, subconscious, desperate bid for connection and reassurance. You completely transcend the topic of the fight. You let her emotional wave crash, you hold your frame, and then you address the real issue. You look her calmly, directly in the eyes and say something like, "Hey, stop for a second. This isn't about the dishes, is it? It feels like we're a million miles apart right now. Let's forget the dishes. Come here. And you confidently, warmly pull her into a firm, grounding hug. You are not solving the superficial problem. You are masterfully addressing the real need. This is a grandmaster-level move that demonstrates profound understanding, melts her anger, and makes her feel deeply, utterly seen and safe with you. So, what is the Unbreakable Man's strategic protocol for dealing with manufactured drama? It is a simple yet incredibly powerful three-step process. Recognize, reframe, and redirect. First, you recognize. You see the drama not as a logical argument about a trivial topic, but as an emotional test or a misguided bid for connection. Second, you reframe. You remain internally calm, centered, and unperturbed. You do not get sucked into the emotional chaos. Your frame, your reality, is stronger than her temporary storm. Third, you redirect. Instead of fighting her about the trivial surface-level topic, you confidently redirect her energy and the interaction towards the deeper underlying need, either by demonstrating your unshakable strength through amused indifference, or by directly addressing the need for connection with a powerful, intimate gesture. You are no longer a frustrated player in her drama. You become the calm, perceptive director of the entire emotional scene. That is the ultimate power. Why women often create drama as a twisted, subconscious way of connecting. 1. To brutally test your frame and your masculine strength. 2. A deep, primal craving for emotional intensity and polarity. 3. A deeply misguided, desperate bid for connection and intimacy. This, gentlemen, is the game beneath the game. In the comments section below, let's share our collective intelligence. What is the most common or seemingly irrational fake fight or drama test you have seen women use to subconsciously gauge a man's strength or to try and create a connection? Let's build a powerful field guide for the entire brotherhood. Your story could be another man's salvation. If this video just gave you a master key to understanding one of the most confusing, most frustrating parts of female psychology, share it. Help other good men stop being victims of the storm and learn how to become the calm, powerful I within it. To continue your journey of mastering the forbidden, uncomfortable, yet ultimately empowering knowledge of psychology, power dynamics, and attraction, make sure you have absolutely obliterated that subscribe button and have activated all notifications. Stop being a victim of her chaos. Become the storm's master.